As we have 5 superfoilers ready to race.
I think 4 would be good there.
In our penultimate showdown of the day. And Jack, tricky conditions, what's the latest?
It's more in the left, as we've seen sort of when the breeze comes, it flicks into the left, and we're seeing that right now. So the fact that we've got 3 laps happening means that the breeze is more consistent and less downwind patches. So looking very nice for the 3rd race today.
Fingers crossed.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
And that's the start. They're off the line. 4 metres off the line, Luke's calling it. And they're not going to have much runway on starboard tack into the spectator boats before they've got to come back to the middle of the course. So ID and Record Point opting for that port tack start to get a longer runway.
Cover in the middle, please.
I feel like there's something just here.
All eyes on trying to find the pressure. There's not much out there and the boats are struggling to get up on the foils, so they've got to work hard. Really delicate movement in the boat to keep the momentum going.
I'm getting a little bit of breeze. I'm getting right-hand pressure to the left of the left mark.
Try and get that float out of the water. We're balancing on the hull if we can.
So delicate out there, so much feeling involved.
Yeah, there's not much load in the sails in this light wind, so you've got to be really sensitive with your trim on the ropes.
A lot more slippery.
What the skipper's feeling over the rudder.
I agree, we're on a big lift as well.
It's been hard going for ID.
Pull the jib in a bit, yeah.
Paul Campbell-James desperately wants a change of fortune out there.
Yeah. I agree, yeah.
They've got good pace and they're on a lift.
Just got to move around more, Fang. The lured hole was in there. Good, man. Nice work. Going really well here.
And staying positive on board, ID.
Yeah, I agree.
And it looks like they've made the right call to head out there. Record Point has shadowed that manoeuvre and it is reaping rewards out here in Western Australia so far.
Bow down a little bit in this.
Yeah, I still don't think it's quite windy enough. Okay, maybe now.
They're just talking about whether to put the bow down and try and get the boat up on the foils or whether to keep going with that high mode to minimise their distance upwind. Not enough wind at the moment to foil.
It's going to be a knock, but we're going to be in pressure.
And Clean Made is sitting in 5th at the moment, but in touching distance of our front runner, 150 odd metres covering the fleet.
Breeze on here in 3.
And if she's got a nice puff here, she could be on the Superfoiler Magic Dragon in no time, as we see the tech tour up and almost foiling here with Sam towards the front. He's going to crawl his way like a baby along the bow there.
The crew have got to be so accurate with how they move their weight across the boat. You don't want to move your weight out unless you've got the power in the sails to hold you against it. So you can see the crew staying in the middle of the boat until there's a bit of breeze to get out and start trapping. The skipper's got such a big role, Nick, in this light air because they're going to be the first ones on trapeze. They've got the feel through the boat, through the rudder, and they're pressing the buttons to tell when they can get that lift.
Getting into this puff, then we tack. Copy. Copy. Wait up. Board set up. Okay, let's go. Down this next wave, I'm turning.
So Record Point, they're in 2nd at the moment and sounding pretty relaxed and pretty in control of their movements at the moment. Phil Robertson, he's already got a race win here in Busselton and he's chasing another. And I'd say he'd highly favour his chances of being able to do that in the blazing sun here in Busso.
For a left turn. It's a much more favoured gate as well.
Calling a left turn at the top.
Yeah, right turn, no foiling. We will keep 2 boards down there, okay? Forward if you can.
And I've already spoken about some of the Perth flavours here. Obviously, we've got another Perth local in Fang Warren riding on ID. He's got friends and family down here watching them, and he's been telling them for weeks how fast the Superfoiler is. He's going to have a tough job at the bar bending their ear and convincing them after today.
Yeah, I agree.
And CJ agrees.
There's a little bit now out left, but it's such a long way to that mark.
And you can actually see Fang Warren there putting his hand and slapping the main foil there, trying to get it positioned there where he needs it.
Just click the main and you can drop the board. Bang.
Just discussing preparations coming into the top. They think this right mark's closer. planning to tack around.
Go, mate. Go board.
Shows how fluid the strategy has to be in these difficult conditions. 1 minute you think you're going left, the next you've got to decide, hey, that's not going to work. Let's just go the shortest distance, Tess.
Yeah, you've really got to commit to one side in the lighter breeze. There's typically a lot less down through the middle of the course, so jibing back into the centres, just into the no-go zone.
Just have to go for wind here. Cannot stay away from that bad boy.
Really got to minimise manoeuvres.
And unfortunately here we've kind of run out of breeze at the top mark. ID are around the top gate, but I don't see them going very far until the next puff comes in. Good chance that all the guys behind are going to catch up to them again.
Jib in hard, please.
Nathan, we just saw a shot there of Paul Campbell-James looking to the heavens, searching for something, checking out the main. Is it a case of just hoping?
More sheep, please.
And not actually knowing where the breeze is coming from, just wishing it forward.
Wait up, guys.
Tack, right?
Yeah, we will tack.
Foil winds are hammering off the beach here,
Yep.
so you know.
Tess, Aidan Menzies may have spied something ripping past the beach.
No, we're tacking.
Yeah, it puts you in a really powerful position if you can do that bear away at the top in breeze with some boat speed, because it gives you just a much better platform to start your downwind leg.
Yeah. Hiking, go, straps, hit it. Big ones, big swings, big swings.
And record points going for a big swing. Will they ding? We'll find out next.
Swing it down, boys. Swing it down, go, go, go. Get over it, nice. Big swings. Beauty.
Phil Robertson loving what's happening on record point. We saw them romp in the last race and they've just rolled ID.
Copy.
And Tech 2 have gone all the way into the jetty there for a longer run line back into this middle gate. There is pressure building on the downwind.
Yep, wait out, guys.
Can hear the excitement on board when there's more pressure coming.
Yeah, copy. A little more lift on that board, please, Sam.
So much on the line here between first, second and third, and let's not discount pavement either.
About to take off. They've got the lift in the boards. Need to swing hard here and get the boat to windward. Get it out of the water.
Wait out. Sorry. Boards.
Luke Parkinson has to avoid the spectator boats as well.
Those waves just absolutely nailed us then. Again.
And he's clearly frustrated by the wake.
We're gonna have to take that into our play, okay? Here we go, guys. No one's foiling. We got a nice one here.
So difficult to get the boat up and foiling, and any little wave or wrong pressure can just send that hull smashing back into the water.
Okay, cutting him right off.
Phil Robertson asking for the Cunningham off. They're trying to power up the sail.
We're gonna have to jibe here, guys. Look at the wind. Wait out.
And you can see, Tess, how difficult it is to try and pilot the SuperFoiler in these shifting conditions as Tech 2 strings a breeze together and ID and record point limp on. They're going to be ahead in no time here.
This way. Yeah, wait, go. Hit it. Yeah, I think we'll get up here, boys. Go.
You can hear the intensity on board, how passionate these guys are to use every bit of wind to their advantage. There's not much in it.
I think we got to go back in a sec. Wait up.
Look where they're going back.
Yeah.
Look what's coming in behind us.
Yeah, I know. A little further. Don't want to sail out of it though, you know.
Copy that. Happy to go.
When do you reckon? Here somewhere?
Yep.
2, 1. Big trapeze here. Big sheets. Help ease the jib, Aidan.
It's a crucial time in the race right now for Tech 2. They've got to cash that margin and bank it out and make sure they keep putting the foot down. We see ID stalling, and it's apparent they're not going fast at the moment. This will really hurt Paul Campbell-James.
Copy that. Setting up.
There's not much breeze across the course here, Nick, so I think you'll see everyone converge.
Okay, rolling into drive.
It's only 194 metres between first and fifth.
Cancel. Well, you sure about that, Torb? We want to be the other side of him.
Someone's got to get this leeward hull out of the water.
So much uncertainty.
Leeward hull's still in the water, lads.
So difficult to boat handle.
Nice, Fang. Good work.
And they're just trying to get both the windward and leeward hulls even distances above the water just to lengthen that waterline.
Punch us down a bit.
I kind of disagree, but we'll see. Let's see what it's like.
There's a lot of time in the light breeze for these guys to communicate between them and discuss where they think the next pressure line's going to come
Nice
from.
work here now. Okay, the chick's going for a foil there. She's almost up, eh? So is CJ, yep. Wait
Yeah,
back,
and here you
please.
see ID getting up
Yep.
and just struggling to get over the humpy.
back, please.
If they get a little bit more pressure, they'll get up and foiling.
You've got to pull the main in and let the trap down. Jibing in 3. That's 2, 1.
CJ hardly amused at the moment.
Yeah, you've got to pull the out. Keep it there, hold that. I want to... Either way, you can't let the main out that far.
Yeah, putting it a bit lightly there. I think CJ's more than a little upset.
Yes. Either way, the main is too east.
That feud continues on ID as Cleanmate continues to slice her way past.
Move, can't see, can't see. I can't see shit when you're standing there, boys.
And ID, they've rolled over the top of pavement here.
Penalty ID, penalty ID. Okay, jibe in, boys. 2 jibes here.
A penalty's been given to ID for the windward leeward rule with pavement as they were overtaking from behind.
Hey!
And you can hear the whistle from the umpire. They've completed their penalty, the double jibe.
Where's my angle? Am I low riding? Am I foiling?
Cleanmate steering through the chaos into 3rd.
I'm always feeling good here.
Pretty happy with their angle. They're really close to sailing through that middle gate.
I've gone max negative there, put some positive in it.
And record point, they're trying to get the lift in the foils to get that hull out of the water, but not quite enough breeze at the moment.
Yeah, stand by jibe. We got it. Yeah. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
And Tech 2 up on the foils. Nice glide through that turn.
Soft weight. No foil out. Take the rake out of this board, matey.
Tech 2 in the lead right now. Record point 2nd and Cleanmate still 3rd.
There's still not much in this, Nick, at all. Only 155 metres. And it looks like they're going to converge as they come into the bottom gates.
Guys, we need weight to leeward. It's a yacht. Can't just run to windward.
And Olivia asking her crew to be a bit more agile on the weight up.
Tess, I think she was positively telling them she needs to. She can feel the pressure. She's been knocked off a 2nd and a 3rd.
Yep.
She wants the prize this
I think we're
time.
happy to stay 4 because we're not too far of a jibe.
Yeah, I think the bowmen's like Sam here that are right forward and keeping their weight in the middle of the hull, it's working well for them. It just takes one variable out.
Yeah, boys.
I think particularly for Sam Newton, he's 6'1", and I've seen his accommodation for Tech 2. They're absolutely slumming it. He's on the couch, so he's taking a chance to stretch his big frame out, and so's Lockie Gilmore.
Super eased. Cunningham right off here. Right off. Oh, yeah? Cool. Okay, happy to jibe. Jibing here. Jibing here. And
Really smooth weight movements across the boat.
1. Yeah, go board up. Just dragging it around the ocean, aren't we?
And Phil there saying he wants less drag in the water.
Nice work, keeping the weight forward, lads.
Well, it's the only drag we're seeing, Tess. Hardly a drag race, dragging the chain perhaps in these tricky conditions. For ID, it's been hard to stomach. They were up the top, now they're in 5th.
Yeah, Nick, you only want to have that windward board down if you've got a chance to get enough lift to get the boat foiling. But when you're just low-moding like this, you're better off lifting that windward foil out, as you can see Tech 2 have done, just to decrease the drag. It's a bit of a waiting game here just to see where that next puff comes from.
Well, Sam Newton's got the best seat in the house. He'll be able to see it when it comes, if it comes.
Actually cut away a bit. Wait in for me.
The Pavement's managed to cut through. She's in third at the moment. Steve Thomas has already tasted success here in Western Australia. He wants to do it again.
It's a real mental game.
We're moving much quicker than record. I'll go one up.
It's a mental game. It's a confidence game. Who's going to win? Who's going to crack? We'll find out soon enough. It's a case of the tortoise and the tortoise at the moment. Who is going to scurry their way to the line first? It's tense, Nathan Outeridge.
Yeah, this is where separation is your friend or your enemy. So sometimes you want to get a bit of leverage on the fleet. Get out, away. It looks like Record Point snuck down the middle here ahead of Tech 2. They're going to put a jibe right in front of Tech 2 there, try and defend their position while Tech 2 and Pavement look like they're going to accelerate.
Ready for weight up. Big trim on, ready for trim on. Someone on main, go main. Traveller, jib, bounce, coming down. Soaking, soaking, ease, wait forward.
Critical moment here. The boats need to keep as much speed on as they can as they sail into the bottom gate.
How far to the mark, guys?
The right one is very close.
Copy. Definitely going right.
Starting to discuss what mark they're going to round, and it sounds like that right one's favoured.
Copy that.
Thing is not far off the lane.
Stand by drive.
Yep.
A little further. 3, 2, 1.
And a great shot to see just how condensed the fleet is at this moment.
So Tech 2 lead the jibe away. They're going to take this right-hand mark. I think Record Point look like they're going to follow them.
Hey!
We're on starboard.
Up you go, sir.
Zone.
Not zone.
Livy's not happy with Steve Thomas there at all by the sounds of that.
My Trav, your main.
I don't think anyone's too happy out there at the moment, Nathan. It's pretty
Wait
tense.
into leeward. To leeward.
They're fighting for every tiny little speck of real estate.
Hold my angle, Sam.
That leeward heel just helps the boat round up around the bottom mark.
It looks like Record Point are getting hammered here. They were in second, vying for the lead with Tech 2, and are now being forced to go around the outside. And I reckon that ID here, even though they're behind, if they happen to split gates here, they might end up with a big chance of getting some gains.
Not yet. I need to turn up. Need some room here, Phil.
SuperFoilers, this race is shortened.
Phil is in the firing line now. Our race has been shortened, so it's going to be an arm wrestle. Every millimetre's going to count as they close in on the finish. It's Tech 2 with a 30-second lead over Pavement and Record Point, with Clean Made just 4 seconds adrift. And ID, it's going to be tough work for them on this, our final leg, as Tech 2 starts to stretch her legs. She's got a sniff.
Wait up.
Now come up.
Yeah, this is the final upwind up towards that middle gate. The light winds here, they've already been racing for 22 minutes plus, so the race committee's decided to shorten.
Go board. Go board. Board. Smash it. Go.
Which means we're back in race mode, and it is a scurry, a mad rush to the finish.
Hit it.
And Phil Robertson wants more from his sluggish crew.
Serious, lads. Go, speed.
Very
Speed.
close tack behind. Clean Made there.
We're foiling here.
Or Sam Phillips feeling the wrath of the Kiwi there, but it seems to have worked. They're stretching up as Tech 2 closes in. Nath, it's another win, or at least looking like it for Tech 2.
I've sat with Parker for a number of years on the Artemis team, and he does get quite fired up, and which is great, but you need someone to balance that. Aidan Menzies, he never shuts up in the middle of the boat, so I think Sam's that calm voice, and he's a very good forward hand. He's been really good on the 18-foot skiffs doing the bow, and was a great contributor to the America's Cup team with Oracle when they won in San Francisco, and we're also with them again in Bermuda. They look like stretching out to a very nice lead here. Tech 2 got a nice little path. Looks like they might get their second win of the day.
And a hot day. It's not like Perth. The sea breeze hasn't kicked in. It's very light out on the water here as the boats try to keep their speed up all the way into the line. And you can see it's built a bit. We've got 3 on trapeze now, and the boats are foiling as they come to that finish line. And they've just crossed that line there. You can see the committee boat to the right.
Really nice there, guys. Happy with that.
Really composed.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Transitioning really well.
Tech 2 make it 2 from 2. 2 wins in Busselton. A beautiful sight as Pavement still race on. They're eyeballing Record Point and Clean Made 2.
And Pavement on starboard. They're really close to crossing that finish line. You can see the shortened course flag on the start boat, that blue and white flag. They have finished now in second position. Only 34 seconds behind Tech 2.
All right. Nice. Oh. Take a second out of that.
Yeah.
Nice, boys.
Az, come over and get your high five.
And another great moment from Clean Made. It's a superb day in the sun from them with one race to come.
Nice.
Couple of podiums already.
We're doing wrong upwind. Yeah. Or just that last upwind to get the boat moving.
Phil's got to be filthy with that, doesn't he? He was leading coming into that bottom mark, neck and neck with Tech 2, and that bottom mark rounding where he got pushed onto the outside, it's basically put him in last position in this race.
Surely going to sting for Phil Robertson and the boys on Record Point as we see Tech 2 with their second triumph here in Busselton ahead of Pavement as Clean Made snag another podium with Paul Campbell-James on ID on the up and up. And a bonus race here for Saturday, given we missed a couple on Friday.
And they're off the start here. Tech 2 on port, Record Point also on port, and these guys are going to be so happy to sail in more breeze, Nick.
Okay, trimming up, trimming up. Copy.
Oh, it sure looks good, Tess. ID absolutely screaming along right now.
Coming in hot.
Have to agree, they are coming in hot and maybe a little too hot. Oh, this is going to be close. Oh, Tess, almost chaos. Crisis just averted there.
Yeah, we had a port starboard crossing there, Nick, and ID didn't have right of way and couldn't quite make it clear ahead, but they've wiped off their double jibe, not costing them too much, and we're back on the upwind now. What a great shot of Record Point, close together with Tech 2. The wind's built, but it doesn't look very consistent out there. These guys are struggling to get stable flight above the water.
My hand, but no worries. Sorry.
Yeah, those impacts can be really painful as we see ID has crept back into the contest.
And the breeze has lightened off a little bit again. And ID are sailing so well this race.
Wait forward if you can.
A superb return to form for Paul Campbell-James and Tech 2. They've won 2 already. They're eyeing a third for the day.
Hey boys, ready, go forward.
Clear the mark now.
Sam in.
And Tech 2, they're on their downwind, coming into the bottom gates.
Aidan Menzies almost doing the splits there on the port float.
Yeah, a little bit too much leeward heel there. They've got to get the boat back on top of them to regain control.
It's wet and loose out there at the moment. Plenty of splashdowns as we see Clean Made pick up again and just take off there.
Super close racing here as they sail their final upwind into the finish.
This is our race leader, ID, closing in on a victory.
Okay, let's just assume another lap, all right? Good work, lads. Nice one.
And they've sealed the win. It's Kinley Fowler's first weekend and he's already got a victory. ID on top ahead of Tech 2 and Clean Made with Record Point in 4th and Euroflex suffering, not able to take to the water on Saturday.
What a great win. You were motoring up that last beat.
Yeah, we were. We had a bit of an incident with Steve, obviously coming downwind that one time, and totally our fault. But
you know, we managed to bounce back from that, and yeah, our upwind speed is pretty ballistic. We've just got to work on the downwinds, but it's always nice to end with a bullet, isn't it?
Yeah. Great stuff, CJ.
Cheers, mate.
And it's been a great 2 days of racing. After 5 skirmishes, Tech 2 on top with 25 points. Clean Maiden Pavement locked on 20, and Euroflex a big donut, 0 points. They haven't made it to the line so far here in Busselton. Nathan, hopefully you are there tomorrow racing and continuing your series supremacy. On behalf of the entire commentary team, bye for now.